In this video, we're going to learn to play Cups by Kendrick from the movie Pitch Perfect. A great deal of this song is played with block chords, meaning you're playing all of the notes at the same time. There are a couple of exceptions, and that is at the very beginning and where that very beginning part comes back. In other words, the intro and the very end. So let's get into it. The first thing is your left hand is going to hit C and G with your 5 and your 1. You can also hit C, E, and G with your 5, 3, and 1. With your right hand, we're playing stuff that's from the banjo and ukulele lines. So we're going to start with E and G with 2 and 4, and the 5 hits A, then the 4 hits G, and then back to E and G with 2 and 4. And then your 1 is going to hit a D, 2 on an E, and then thumb reaches down to grab C, and then 2 hits D. So if we put that together, we have this. With the left hand, it sounds like this. And then the second half of this riff is the same start with the 2 and 4 on the E and G. And then A with the 5, 4 hits a G. And then back to E and G again. And then you're going to hit an E with your 3 this time. You're shifting your hand down. Another E. And then you're going to hit C and E together. And then while holding the C down, you're going to hit a D. And then lift both of those up and come back and hit another C. So altogether, that little part sounds like this. With the left hand, so if we put both parts together, it sounds like this. And that thing repeats. Moving on to the verse, you have a C chord again, this time for 8 beats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're moving to an F chord. So your left hand is going to, the 5 is going to stay on the C, and your 2 finger is going to play an F. And your right hand, the 1 is going to move to an F, your 3 is going to hit an A, and your 5 is going to stay on that C. Put them together. And then you come back to that same C chord. C, G with the left hand, and E, G, C with the right. So those first 3 chords are like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on, we're going to an A minor. Your thumb is going to reach up and grab an A on the left hand, and your 3 is going to hit an E. Your right hand, your thumb and pinky are going to stay the same, so your 1 on E, and then your 3 goes to an A, and your 5 stays on the C. So those together, and that's for 2 beats. And then you're moving, your right hand just shifts down for the G chord, and you're playing 1 on D, 3 on G, 5 on B, and then your left hand, your thumb is shifting down to a G, and your 4 is hitting a D together. And then you're going to play the F differently this time so that it's easier, and you're going to shift your right hand down one more time. So you have thumb on C, middle on F, pinky on A, 1, 3, 5, and your left hand, the pinky is on a C, the 5 is on a C, and your 2 is on an F, and that sounds like that. Put it together. So if we play those 3 chords, the A minor and G are for 2 beats, and the F is for 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on, we have a D minor, so your thumb on your left hand is moving back up to that A, and your ring finger is going to hit the D, so 1 on A, 4 on D. Your right hand, you have a D with the 1, F with the 3, A with the 5, both of them together. The next chord is a G, so you're going to move your thumb on your left hand over to that G, and you're keeping that ring finger on the D. With your right hand, you're leaving your 1 on the D, and you're shifting both your 3 and your 5 up to G and B. So your 3 hits a G, and your 5 hits a B. And so put them together. And then the last chord in the verse is a C chord, and it's the same way that we've been playing it. So this is going to be your first big shift, we'll call it. So your thumb goes to E, your 2 goes to G, and your 5 goes to C. And your 5 on your left hand is on a C, and your thumb is on a G. Together. So those last 3 chords, they are like this. So your D minor is 2 beats, G is 2 beats, and C is 4 beats. So we have this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put the whole verse together, we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to the chorus. The first thing we have is an A minor. Your right hand thumb, or 1, is going to be on an E, your 3 is going to be on an A, and your 5 is going to hit a C. Your left hand 1 is going to be on A, and your 3 is going to be on E. And you hold that for 4 beats. Then your next one is going to be an F, and you're just moving your thumb on your right hand to an F, and then you keep the A and the C with the 3 and the 5. And then with your left hand, you're putting your 2 on an F and your 5 on a C. Together. Next chord is back to the A minor. So left thumb on A, middle on E, and that right thumb moves back to the E. The next chord is a G. Your right hand, that whole shape, shifts down 1 white key. So you have 1 on D, 3 on G, and 5 on B. Then your left hand, you're moving your thumb down to a G, and you're taking your forefinger and you're putting it on a D. So that's what that sounds like together. All 4 of those first chords are 4 beats long, so that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, A minor, 1, 2, 3, now G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on, you're moving back to an A minor, so shifting that whole right hand back to E1, A3, C5, and your left hand, you're playing an A with the 1 and an E with the 3, and that's for 2 beats. And then you're shifting back down to G again, and your thumb goes to the G, and your 4 goes to the D on the left hand, and your thumb goes to the D, and 3 on G, and 5 on B in the right hand together. And then you're shifting that same shape down one more time to for an F chord, and that your thumb goes to the C, and your 3 goes to the F, and your 5 goes to an A, and your left hand, your 2 plays an F, and your 5 plays a C. So that's what that sounds like together. So those 3 chords, you have 2 beats, 2 beats, 4 beats. So if we play those 3 chords, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on, you are going to play a D minor. So your thumb on your right hand is going to move to a D, and your 3 and your 5 stay on F and A. And your left hand, the forefinger hits a D, and your thumb hits A. So that's what that sounds like together. And then you're moving to a G chord, so your 3 and 5 on your right hand are going to move over together to get to G and B, while your thumb stays on D. And then your thumb on your left hand is just moving to a G, while your forefinger stays on D. So together. And then we're moving to a C chord. So there's a lot of movement with your right hand. Your thumb is going to E, your 2 finger is going to G, and your 5 is going to C. So you can see that shift from G to C is kind of something you'll have to think about, because you're changing fingers and places. So these 2 guys, the 2 and 3, are going to shift on the same note, and then these 2 guys on the outside are going to move from the D and B to the E and C. So that's what's happening there. And then your left hand for the C chord, your 5 is playing C, and your thumb is playing G. All together. So if we put those last 3 chords together, we have this. And it's 2 beats, 2 beats, 4 beats again. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we start back at the top of the chorus and put all of that together, this is what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to complete the chorus, you just repeat all of that. So one of the tips that I have for thinking about this is for the first three chords with the A minor, F, A minor, is I put those together. Your right hand, with these two guys staying where they are, that gets really enforced. With your left hand, you're keeping these four fingers in the same place for actually the whole chorus. So if we're going from the A to the F to the A, it's like this. I see it as starting in, moving out, and moving back in. So if you look at the way my hand moves, you can see that happening. So there's the A minor, there's the F, there's the A minor. Can you see how the notes are moving? So we're at the inside, moving to the outside, moving back to the inside. And then to get to the G, I think of that as a shift down. So this whole thing shifts down, and then my thumb shifts down, and my ring finger takes over to play that G chord. And I put that G in that group with the A minor, F, A minor, then the G, because they're all 4 beats. And it kind of feels like that's a phrase. So I think of those together. Then you pop back to that A minor, and so this is where I think of things as just descending, and you can really see it with the right hand. So I'm playing that same shape the whole way down. So there's the A minor, there's the G, and there's the F. So you have one space in between the top 2 notes all the way down, and 2 spaces between the bottom 2 notes all the way down. And then with the left hand, I think about the 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5 happening with the outside of my hand. 3, 4, 5, and then I think about the thumb index finger, thumb index finger. So I would practice this a little bit more than the right hand because that is going to feel different to you. So that I see is all moving in that direction. Then when I get to the last 3 chords with the D minor, G, and C, I think of this as another one of those inside moving out situations like we had earlier. So you have the D minor on the inside, then you're moving out, see how I'm moving away to get the G, and then another outward movement to get the C. So with my right hand, I'm moving the fingers out, and then I'm doing a whole shift. With the left hand, it's a one at a time thing. So you have that first, then the thumb moves, and then the pinky moves. Now for the outro, the last bit. We're going to play this with one hand. So that's nice and easy. You're going to start with an A minor. So 1 on E, 3 on A, 5 on C. And the way that you're going to play this is different than the rest of the song where you were sustaining all of the chords. Now you're going to hit a staccato quarter note on all of the chords. So you're going to like bump, bump on them. In other words. And then an F chord. So you're moving your thumb over to F, and you got F, A, C, 1, 3, 5. And and then you're moving it down to the A minor again. So this is just like the chorus. And then you're moving that back down to, all of that down to a G. So 1, 3, 5 on D, G, and B. And then and all 4 of those are 4 beats apiece. And then back to an A minor for 2 beats. 1 on E, 3 on A, 5 on C. And then slide it down to G for 2 beats. 1 on D, 3 on G, 5 on B. And then down to F. 1 on C, 3 on F, and 5 on A. Now you can either play this for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can move it to play a D diminished chord for 2 beats. So 2 of F and 2 of this diminished chord. And so you might want to change how you do that with your fingers to make it more comfortable, but that didn't really matter. So the diminished chord is D, F, and A flat, so you could do that with your 1 on D, 2 on F, and 3 on A flat if you want. Or if it's easier, just do 1 on D, 3 on F, and put the pinky or the ring finger on the A flat. So if we're doing those 2 chords together, if we're doing the 3 from the A minor to the G to the F, it's going to sound like this. With that D diminished, because then you're going to a D minor for 2, and then a G for 2, and then C. And the way that I think it would be cool to play C is just to go C, E, G, C. If you put the pedal down, it's going to sound like that thing at the end with the ukulele. And then there's a big production swell thing with the bottom of the piano in there. Actually, I think it's more than, I think it's like, and they do it in reverse, and it sounds like whop, and it's pretty cool. If we put the whole outro together, it's going to sound like this. So that takes care of all of the pieces. You now just have to put them in order. So it's intro, and then the verse, and then the chorus, and you repeat that, intro, verse, chorus, and then you add the outro on the end, and you've got it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the video.